Welcome back to the new video. Today is a very exciting day. I went down to the fish market and I found a great piece of bluefin Otoro tuna. This is the belly part of the tuna and it's super fatty and super tender and super juicy, and it's just amazing quality. So today I'm going to show you how to respect that and create a delicious dish doing the least amount of effort and not working too hard. Because when you have a great product like this, a great starting product, it's very simple to make it very delicious. You just don't have to mess around too much. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's get cooking. Let's do this. Okay, so here we go. This is my beautiful block of Otoro tuna. Now when you get it from the fish market, it might come with a skin like this. Just cut that off. And then to start, look at this beautiful marbling of fat on this block. It's amazing, this quality. Okay, so you're gonna need to cut it into slabs. These slabs will be about 2 centimeters thick. That's 4/5 of an inch, and just cut it in as many slabs as you can and as evenly as possible. Now you're going to want to remove the top membrane. This is what is on the inside of the belly, but leave the fat on. So just take the membrane off with the least amount of tuna meat as possible. Now to skewer it, we're going to use some metal skewers and just push it through the bottom fat layer and in through it as evenly as possible, and then double up with 2. Now leave a little space in between the 2 so the fat can render on the second piece. And use 2 skewers so you can easily flip it over. Okay, now to grill it. Place it on a grill for 45 seconds on each side, and then you're gonna need to sauce it up. Now for the sauce, you're gonna need to put 4 tablespoons of soy sauce with 2 tablespoons of mirin, that's a sweet rice wine, and 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. Then just mix this together, and you're gonna need to baste your tuna in this a few times as you cook it. Here I've cooked it for 45 seconds on one side, turn it over. Do that a little bit more on that side, and then you're going to need to baste it. So for that you can either take a spoon like this and just pour it over your tuna and just let it drip back into your bowl, or you can use a brush. This is my preferred method, but if you don't have a brush, then the spoon system still works. Otherwise you could also spray it on like I did in the eel video last week. Okay, now place it onto the grill again, and again just cook it 45 seconds each side. And keep doing this process, and you're gonna cook it for about 4 minutes more or less. You don't need to cook this tuna for long. It's very bad if you overcook things like this, because then they'll end up being dry, and you want it to be nice and juicy and moist and tender and soft. So be very careful not to overcook this. Plus it's sashimi grade tuna, so if it's a little bit raw on the inside, that's still great. In fact, that's better. Okay, so place it on your plate once it's cooked, and then you're just gonna baste it one last time. Okay. Now for the pumpkin puree. I made this beforehand, but I'm going to show you now. You just take some pumpkin, throw it in some boiling water, add a bit of salt for seasoning, and you're going to cook it for about 20 minutes till it's nice and tender. Okay, that just needs a little bit more. And at this point, you're going to remove most of the water, like this. And then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. Then you're going to blend this in together and make sure it's nice and smooth and not too thick but not too liquidy. If it needs to be a little bit more liquidy, add a spoon back of the cooking liquid. Okay, now you're going to take a tray and you're going to place your plate inside like this, and then put a dollop of the pumpkin puree and then smack it with a spoon. And the tray just contains that explosion so you don't make a mess in your kitchen. Okay, now to plate up, just take the tuna off the skewers. Perfect. Now I'm going to take one of these slabs, place it here on the pumpkin puree splash, and then take the other slab and just lean it up against it. Perfect. Now I'm going to add a little bit of the sauce on top. Then a couple of drops of lemon juice, just 2 on each slab maximum. And a little bit of rock salt, followed by some toasted sesame seeds. And there you go. This is just a delicious plate. You don't even need a knife. You can cut this with a spoon. It's that tender. That's so good. It just melts away in your mouth, and it's so fatty and so delicious. It's got a nice hint of grilledness because we grilled it, and a little bit of soy sauce, and just, this is amazing. But I think a lot of that is to do with the great quality fish I've got here. So if you do try to make this, get the best quality fish you can, and you'll get amazing results like this. This is truly delicious and worth giving a try. Now, If you enjoyed this, check out some of my other recipes on YouTube, and please share this video so I can keep doing this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.